ఇంకా ఆప్షన్స్ సరే క్యాలరీలో ఉన్నారు సార్ క్యాలరీలో ఉన్నారు
నేను అందుకే ఇక్కడ చూడను అంటే నువ్వు అక్కడ బయటికి వెళ్ళి కోఆర్డినేటర్ చేసావా అక్కంటారు రమణ గారికి ఇంకోటి లేకపోతే ఎక్కడ ఉందా స్కిల్ వాళ్ళ దగ్గర ఉందా ఇంకోటి
నేను ఇది పని చేసిందిరా బాబు
ఇన్పుట్ తీసుకుంటుంది కానీ దీనికి రావట్లేదు
హలో అన్న మాట్లాడు మేడం తెలుగు మేడం హలో.
Respected NRC principals and all other faculty members, a very good morning to all of you. సో ఈ 9 సెంటర్స్ తప్ప మీరు మిగతా వాళ్ళు ఎవరు కనెక్ట్ అవ్వద్దండి. దయచేసి మొబైల్స్ లో కూడా కనెక్ట్ అవ్వద్దు, ప్రాబ్లం వస్తుంది మనకి. సో సార్ జాయిన్ అవ్వగానే మీకు సార్ ముందు మీకు మాట్లాడతారు. తర్వాత ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ రిసోర్స్ పర్సన్ టేక్ ఓవర్ చేస్తారు క్లాస్ ని. సో అందాక వెయిట్ చేయండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
సార్ గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ సార్. అందరూ వీడియోస్ ఆన్ చేసుకోండి సార్. అందరూ అన్మ్యూట్ లో పెట్టుకోండి సార్.
ఇప్పుడు తిరుగుతుంది.
వినిపిస్తుందా? మేడం వినిపిస్తుందా?
హలో 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 మైక్ టెస్టింగ్.
వేణుగారు ఎవరండి మీరు? ఏ కాలేజీ?
సార్
వేణుగారు ఏ కాలేజీ మీరు?
మీ వేణు గారు.
బి వేణు గారు మీరు ఏ కాలేజీ అండి?
సార్ ఎన్ఆర్సి నెల్లూరు రెస్పాండింగ్ సార్.
ఓకే సార్, ఓకే.
సార్ ఎన్ఆర్సి నెల్లూరు రెస్పాన్స్ సార్.
మేడం
ఏంటి
Good morning to all of you.
ఇది ఆల్రెడీ మనం తెలుగు
On the occasion, the 5-day workshop on social emotional learning and self-direction. We invite all the commissioners, sir, Dr. Bola Bhaskar, sir, and respected OSG Garu.
ఎన్ఆర్సి నెల్లూరు రెస్పాన్స్.
On the presentation. To our convener, Nancy,
ఎంతమంది
Ayushwara, sir.
మార్కెట్ ట్రైనింగ్ తీసుకునే వాళ్ళు గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ మేడం. ఈరోజు చేసినటువంటి ప్రిన్సిపల్స్, రిసోర్స్ పర్సన్స్ అండ్ హానరబుల్ కమిషనర్ పోలా భాస్కర్ ఓఎస్సి స్వాగతం. సో మన కమిషనర్ గారు పోలా భాస్కర్ మనందరికీ హైలైటింగ్ చేయడం జరిగింది. పరంగా కావచ్చు, స్కిల్ ఎన్హాన్స్మెంట్ కోర్సెస్, లైఫ్ స్కిల్ కోర్సెస్ కావచ్చు. అలాగే మనం ఈ మధ్య కాలంలో రికార్డింగ్ తీయటం ముఖ్యంగా ఎందుకంటే భాగంగా అందరికీ ఎలిమెంట్స్ తయారు చేయడంలో ప్రతి సందర్భము రికార్డింగ్ తీయడాన్ని ఏర్పాటు చేసి మనందరికీ వాటిని ట్రైనింగ్ ఇప్పించడం జరిగింది. మరి రేపటి నుంచి ఫ్యాకల్టీ అందరికీ కూడా రికార్డింగ్ తీయడం మీద జరుగుతుంది. సో ఇంత చక్కటి కార్యక్రమాన్ని ఏర్పాటు చేసినటువంటి కమిషనర్ గారు మనకి చాలా సంతోషదాయకం. ఈ సందర్భంగా కార్యక్రమంలో పాల్గొనవలసిందిగా గారిని ఆహ్వానిస్తున్నాం. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
సీక్ వాళ్ళు తీసుకుంటారా?
సీట్ కూడా పంపిస్తాం. Respected Commissioner, వారు అనేక రకాలైన ఇనిషియేటివ్స్ తీసుకోవడం జరిగింది. దాంట్లో సెలెక్ట్ సీక్ అంటే యునెస్కో వాళ్ళు దేశాల్లో ఉన్న అకాడమిషియన్స్ తో సైంటిస్ట్ తో కలిపి డిజైన్ చేసిన సిలబస్ ని మనం ఇంకా సింప్లిఫై చేసి మన కళాశాలలో ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయడానికి ఇంకా మారుతున్న కాలానికి పనికొస్తుందని చెప్పి ఆయన గుర్తించడం జరిగింది. నిన్న మనకు తెలిసింది మన మన ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ అప్డేట్ చేసి యునెస్కో టీంని వాళ్ళు పిలిపించుకుని ఈ టీం వాళ్ళ ఎక్స్పర్ట్స్ ఆల్రెడీ ట్రైన్ అయ్యారు కాబట్టి వాళ్ళకి మనకి ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ తెలుగులో మొట్టమొదటి ఈ పుస్తకాలని మన దగ్గర ఎక్స్పర్ట్స్ ఉన్నారు తెలుగులో, అలాగే హిందీలో, సంస్కృతం కాబట్టి వీళ్ళతోటి ట్రాన్స్లేట్ చేయించేది మనకు ఒక అసైన్మెంట్ కూడా ఉంటుంది. నిన్నే వాళ్ళు ఒక టీం మెంబర్స్ ని ఎక్స్పర్ట్స్ ని పంపించడం అడగడం జరిగింది. దీన్ని దృష్టిలో పెట్టిన ఇది కేవలం మన కమిషనర్ యొక్క విజన్. యాక్చువల్గా సెల్ అండ్ సీక్ అనేది ఏ స్టేట్ లో కూడా ఇంత భారీగా జరగలేదు. అంటే మేడం రుచా మేడం చెప్పిన బట్టి పంజాబ్ లో మాత్రం జరిగింది. పంజాబ్ లో కూడా కాలేజీ లెవెల్కి వెళ్ళదు, అంతా కూడా టాప్ కార్పొరేట్ లో మాత్రం జరిగింది. ఇవాళ మనకి గవర్నమెంట్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్స్ లో ముఖ్యంగా ఆల్ గవర్నమెంట్ కాలేజెస్ లో చాలా ఎఫెక్టివ్ గా జరుగుతుంది. చాలా మీరందరూ కూడా ఫ్యాకల్టీ అంతా కూడా చాలా యాక్టివ్గా ఇన్వాల్వ్ అవుతారు. యాక్టివిటీ బేస్డ్ ఎలా చేయాలని, ఎథిక్స్ ఎలా ఉండాలి, ఎంపతి ఎలా ఉండాలి, హ్యాపీనెస్ ఎలా ఉండాలి అనేది అందరూ చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ కాబట్టి పర్సనల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ లో చాలా గట్టిగా ఉంది. ఇప్పుడే కమిషనర్ చెప్తున్నారు దీన్ని స్కూల్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ లోను అలాగే సార్ వెళ్ళిన బీసీడీ వెల్ఫేర్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ కాలేజీలోను స్కూల్స్ హాస్టల్స్ చేయడానికి ప్రణాళిక సిద్ధమైంది. అలాగే దాన్ని కూడా మన మాస్టర్ ఫైనాన్స్ కూడా సపోర్ట్ చేస్తారు. అది ఆ నమ్మకంతో సార్ దాన్ని ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్తారు. Richard Madam and Samal. Madam, I confirm you. Now I speaks to our Commissioner Garu. Will speak and after that you can take this. Madam, there. Sir, Madam.
Yeah, she's there.
Hello. Richard Madam. Now I request our Commissioner to address our gathering. So there are 9 analyses. For every analysis, there are participants, number of coordinators, master planners, and also objectives and also equipment. And around 310 participants are there. There would be 100 members as master planners also available, sir. This no.
Good morning to all of you. Richard, the sound is coming. I don't have to say. Yeah. Richard Bansal Garu, Atlaga Sonal Chedda, representing UNESCO MGIEP, who are instrumental to take forward this program. And all participants from 9 faculty development centers. Good morning to all of you. It will take 5 or 7. We all know that today's young generation is suffering from emotional management issues because of changes happening in the social process. As of now, the families have been disturbed. There is no support from the grandparents for the children. Both father and mother are going outside, do some job. Therefore, the family, the children are left out without any kind of emotional support. Once the parents return after their job, they are not able to concentrate on their children. Sometimes they find when educational institutions, we know the limits from school education to higher education. There is no space for emotional issues, the curriculum. So therefore, nowadays, the young generation are not able to manage their emotions. Thereby, they are resorting to so many crimes and they are becoming antisocial elements. So therefore, I thought when Richa and her team came to our college education department, just to introduce the social emotional learning skills. In the first instance, an event type activity was done at the Rajamandri, where our faculty development academy is now functioning. So after going through the content of the SEL and SEEK, I should take it forward for the benefit of the students studying in our degree colleges. The kind of system has been now created as part of that. This module has been now made as part of the curriculum, though it is not universities are achieved. It is an initiative of commissionerate. I'm trying to find out the gaps in the purview of integrated skill development, and thereby whatever gap is there, trying to fill it. So this is the background. In this way, you all know that we have already introduced English language proficiency 2 courses, paper 3 and 4, which are not in the syllabus, in collaboration with IFLU. And secondly, the social development skills, where there are 2 modules. One module is related to today's program in collaboration with UNESCO MGIEP. And the second module of social development skill is human values and ethics in collaboration with the Vivekananda Institute of Human Excellency, Hyderabad. In this regard, Telugu lecturers, other Hindi, Sanskrit, Urdu lecturers also have come forward that they will take the responsibility of imparting social development skills in our colleges. Therefore, at the outset, I extend my congratulations to all language lecturers, English, Telugu, Hindi, Sanskrit, Urdu, who are taking an important responsibility to impart the required skills at the need of the hour. So English language proficiency, social development, and social outreach activities like bringing legal awareness among our students. Then Red Cross activities, establishing very college. Very shortly, we are going to have MOU with AB Red Cross Society, and also preparing SOP how to operate all these Red Cross clubs at our college level, so that our students can be made a service-oriented citizens. And thereby, we are also planning to take care of anti-trafficking issues, especially the drug abuse. It has now become a for the young generation. Many students are getting spoiled because of drugs. Is also giving priority to bring awareness among the students of different levels of institutions, so that this can be eliminated. So these are all important initiatives we are taking forward at college level. The principal, leadership, all lecturers should focus on all these initiatives and see that our students are integrated in holistic development is important on them. Now there are 9 centers at NRC. 310 lecturers are there. Among 310, already 100 plus lecturers have been made as resource persons, key resource persons. Just now Anil has mentioned that our efforts have been recognized by even Government of India. So therefore, our resource persons in all languages, including Urdu, we can try. The Government of India a decision to translate the content of the SEL and SEEK. In this regard, I am very happy that our resource persons have been made part of this exercise. So once again, I request all the lecturers that whatever you are expected to learn this content, SEL and SEEK. In turn, it should be transmitted to the students. So therefore, the result should be reflected on the faces of the students. Then only all our efforts, whatever we are putting, they will be meaningful. Otherwise, no use at all. Keep that in mind. Whatever courses that are being introduced as part of integrated skill development, out syllabus as well as within the syllabus, there are 7 skill enhancement courses. All together, if they are taught, certainly the students will get benefited. I can say academic year 2004 and 5 is a benchmark year where all our initiatives or measures, whatever they are there, right from the beginning of my responsibility taking as commissioner TCE in the month of June 2021. Now they are culminating into this academic year. So therefore, the students who are going to get admitted during this academic year, certainly we should dream that they would be holistic developed students. So therefore, even I may not be there in the service after 3 years, and some of you also may be retired in the coming next 3 years. But that is not an issue. Whatever you have laid, a kind of sustainable development path for the future of our students in the span of 3 years, that is more important. Certainly, that will yield results generation to generations. That is my way of thinking. So on this occasion, once again, I extend my sincere thanks to Rachana Bansal and also Sonal Chandam, who are going to be part of this program. This ways 3 days online, 3 days offline, 2 days. So totally, I am so that it will be useful for your CIS. So whatever training program planning in connection with any course, I always prefer to have it for 5 days so that it should be on record and will be useful for your CIS. Okay. వినిపిస్తుందా వాళ్ళకి? So therefore, I once again wish our participants very serious and try to understand and what is the purpose, then how to deliver this content to the students, and thereby assess the students whether they have understood or not. So this is the expectation I have in my mind. Finally, I am to all of you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you once again.
So, madam, before leaving, kindly just the schedule. That is 3 days program and 2 days thermal space. It is address.
Yes, sir. Sure. So, okay.
Andariki namaskaram. I hope yes, sir. I promised to my our faculty members in the workshop in Vijayawada that I will start learning Telugu. So I'm doing that, sir. Okay, so I hope I'm audible to everyone.
As well audible.
Okay, okay. First of all, before we start our training, I would like to extend my thanks to Dr. Pola Bhaskar, Commissionerate of Collegiate Education, for for identifying such an important part of education, which was there from the beginning, but somehow was forgotten by many of us. So when we are focusing a lot on education for sustainable development this time, every nation is aspiring to achieve this goal by 2030. And when we say education for sustainable development, it does not only include external resources, it also talks about which is internal. Because to make something sustainable, you all know sustainable means long term, which can stay for a very, very long time. So, not only in terms of resources, infrastructure, textbooks, papers, but also the effort, the emotion, the commitment which is required to make it sustainable. So, we were somehow not able to focus on those internal resources. And through this effort, through this initiative of CCE in collaboration with us, UNESCO MGIP, we are hopeful that we will be able to shift our focus from outside to inside first, because that is very, very important, the internal motivation. And what motivation is our emotions. So now time has come to give due time and light to these emotions, not by avoiding them, but to acknowledge and help our youth, who are the future of every nation, to understand these concepts, to learn these skills, which can only be acquired through your help and support, dear teachers. So, when we are saying education, when we are saying transforming education, we have a huge responsibilities on our shoulders to take this challenge, to first, learn these things and then transfer these learnings to our students. So, fellow colleagues, we all are here, and I think I already spoke enough in the workshop also during like our Vijayawada training, and Bhaskar sir also highlighted the importance of these concepts. And just to tell you, I can see many beautiful faces I met during our Vijayawada training. So I'm very happy to see all of them again. Thank you everybody for joining today. And I'm pretty sure that you will be able to get some ideas from our training and then, translate, adapt, contextualize those ideas according to your settings, your culture, your local environment, so that students are able to understand the essence behind those ideas, those concepts, right? Our aim, I'm repeating, our aim is not to give them information just as it is. I understand the language barrier, I understand everything, but we should also try not to make the language a barrier. So let's try to remove all these walls, all these barriers, and provide this learning in its best possible way and structure. And for this, since we are partnered with Ministry of Education, Government of India, and with Bhashini we have partnered. So what we are doing, we have already started translating our English courses into Indian regional languages, which will also include Telugu, Hindi, Sanskrit, and many more. So once those translated versions are ready, you can then teach your students these courses in the language they are comfortable. Okay, so you don't have to force them, to learn English for these courses. English is a different subject. Definitely, they should improve their English proficiency. They should be well versed with English so that they can, beat, or they can, excel in a global environment. But at the same time, these values, these ideas should be transferred in their language where they can take it in their heart and understand the meaning behind these. So that is our only request, that you please, and of course my I mean, I know only Hindi and English, so I'll be talking only in Hindi and English. And of course, with you all, it will be English, because I understand many of you will not be able to understand Hindi also. So I will try to, talk in English, but you can then definitely understand the concept and give it to the students in whatever language you are comfortable and their language. Okay. So now, Dr. Anil. Okay, so maybe we can start with the session. So every day, I think that is how we are going to go ahead in next 3 days during our online trainings. I will introduce you to the concept of the courses. I will introduce you to the purpose of the workshop. And then from there on, our master trainers who have acquired this knowledge through these in-person workshops, they can then take you ahead in the course. And finally, during those 2 offline days, then they can help you with the platform where you have to go and enroll in the course, so that you first understand everything. You are ready, you are prepared to then train your students, which will happen only after you are trained, and which will take time. So please don't rush. Don't be in hurry to, after this training, to go to the classroom and start teaching these subjects. No, we will give you the translated versions. Only then you go ahead with those trainings in your classroom. Okay, so for this, for you, we have only in English, but you can definitely translate all the resources as you are comfortable in. Okay, so let me then start with the presentation. I'm sharing the presentation. Dr. Anil, are you there? I'm not able to share my PPT here.
Good morning, ma'am. Madam,
Yes,
from CC.
I'm not able to share. Yeah.
Madam, we have make you presenter, madam, already.
Oh yeah. Now it is happening. Okay, I got it.
Okay,
Thank you
madam,
so
thank
much.
you.
Thank you. Okay, so one second. Sir, can you please tell me if the PPT is visible to you, the slides?
Yes, madam, it's visible.
Okay. Okay. Then let me just start. Okay, so first, just to tell you, I mean, the other teachers who were not part of that training before, they should know who are we, so that they can then better engage with us. Okay, so we are UNESCO NCIP. So many people confuse us with the UNESCO office, the central office. We are not UNESCO's central office. We are UNESCO's Category 1 research institute. Okay, and when we say research institute, we design programs, we design interventions, and we do research around the area of social emotional learning, education for sustainable development, and education for peace. These are three core areas where we do research and design our interventions. We are one of 7 institutes in the globe, and we take care of Asia Pacific region. We are partnered with Ministry of Education, Government of India. So our office, our institute was established in collaboration with Government of India in 2012. And so I told you we are the first Category 1 research institute, and our mandate is to focus on achieving Sustainable Development Goal 4.7, which is quality education to foster peaceful and sustainable societies across the world. Our mission is to mainstream social emotional learning in education systems digitally. When we say digitally, because we are digital. Just like you must have come across Swayam, NPTEL, edX, all these online platforms, we have our own indigenous online platform, which is called Framer Space. The Framer Space platform belongs to UNESCO MGIP. I would also like to tell you the full form of MGIP. It is Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Education for Peaceful and Sustainable Societies. So this is who we are. And now, you already know us. We are the facilitators. My name is Richa, and I have been working with UNESCO from last 2.5 years. Okay, so before you enter into the course, I would like to share the framework, the idea behind our courses. When we say social emotional learning, before you understand the courses, you have to understand the concept behind the courses. So we focus on social emotional learning, and for us, the social emotional learning is something which can actually help us transform the education for building kinder brains. I told you we are focusing a lot on external resources, technical knowledge, vocational education, which is very important. There's no doubt about it. But at the same time, how confident we are, how much emotionally aware we are, and how much emotionally stable we are to actually get that employment and then to maintain that employment so that we are able to achieve success in our personal and professional life. So that component which highlights the importance of emotions, your motivation, your regulation, stress management, all these concepts are missing from our education. I know from last few years there's a lot of coming of stress management courses in the form of value added courses, but how effective they are they really doing the job they claim? Are our students really able to practice some activities through these small courses? I don't think so. So until unless we make such courses, we make such concepts part of our syllabus, students will not be able to take it seriously, and neither teachers. They will also not teach all these concepts. So based upon all these science and evidence behind the importance of social emotional learning, UNESCO MGIP came up with a framework which is called EMC square. You must have heard about Einstein's EMC square, but this is EMC square, which does not talk about energy or all that stuff. It talks about empathy. M stands for mindfulness. One C stands for compassion, and the last C stands for critical inquiry. So in total, it makes EMC square: empathy, mindfulness, compassion, and critical inquiry. So with this framework, we state that these 4 components should be interwoven in all the concepts, in all the subjects we teach. We can teach mathematics by putting some examples or scenarios which are infused with empathy, compassion, just like by tweaking some statements so that we are actually transferring these ideas, these components in everything, in every subject we teach. So this is the framework UNESCO MGIP has come up with, and all our courses are designed on the basis of this framework, right? So all the skills we are going to go through in our courses somehow are integrated with these 4 components. Okay, now let's go ahead. So why we are all here? So we are here first to train all of you in the SEEK course and next Youth Waging Peace course. But SEEK course, let me tell you again, SEEK course is the foundation. It is a 30-hour course, which makes it 2 credit if we want to give credit. And the Youth Waging Peace is an advanced course, which should be taken only after completing the first part, the foundation, which is SEEK. Okay, the SEEK course is easy. It explains the basic skills which should be learned, increasing the knowledge about all those skills which are embedded with certain practices and tools. And once we and our students are able to understand what these 10 skills are, why these 10 skills are important, and how we can practice or acquire these 10 skills by following certain tools in everyday life, then they are ready to move to the next stage, which is Youth Waging Peace, which will explain the concepts of prevention of violence. Okay, so we cannot teach anybody the significance of or the strategy to prevent the violence unless they understand the basic skills, right? The theory, the practice, and once the solid foundation is laid, you know how the houses are built. So we have to lay the solid foundation and then we can build the building. So Youth Waging Peace comes after that, which is the building. Let's lay the foundation with the SEEK course first, and then we will take you through our platform, as I told you in the beginning, which is called Framer Space. So we will demonstrate we will demonstrate the platform to you. Okay, we will explain what is the process of enrollment in the course. Okay, and then so that you can demonstrate the same in your classroom students, and simultaneously they can enroll and do the There is some echo. I think somebody has unmuted. Can you please mute yourself? Jumala Rao, somebody has unmuted. Please make sure that you all are muted. Otherwise, it will be difficult for me. My voice is echoing. Okay, so this is the point. And then finally, we are there throughout the process, throughout the implementation to help you with the dissemination of this knowledge. Okay, it's not that the training is over and our part is over. No, we are going to be there with you, holding your hands when you are teaching your students. So we can conduct online classes, we can conduct online question answer sessions. So for example, let's say if you are starting your classroom teaching from September first week, and during the first week you face some challenges, you face some issues, then you can reach out to us through CCE and we can organize a question answer session for all of you. So something like this will always be done whenever and wherever required. Okay. So for this training, you have been given a scribble. We call it handbook or scribbles, just to scribble all the activities, your reflections, right? Your feelings about an activity. So there will be so many questions, reflections, and activity in that handbook. And you will have to do this as you go through the workshop, go through the training. Okay. So that is with you. And these are the parts of the handbook. There will be reflection, as I told you, there will be activities, and then there will be notes so that you can remember what you learned. I understand we have provided PPTs, we have provided everything, but again, it is very important. As a teacher, you know better, right? It is important to make your own notes. So we have given some space in those scribbles, and you can use that handbook as one place to go, so that everything is in the same thing, same place, and you're not forgetting anything. Okay, and then this is how you can use the scribble as we go ahead, as we move through this training. Okay, so there are a few notes. I know the fellow master trainers will also explain when their session starts, but maybe let me explain this. So see, we are in this SEL world now, okay? Just forget who you are as a teacher, what subject you teach. I know it's not easy because we have been trained in that subject from years, but when you enter into this space, especially in your classrooms, when you go, you have to understand there are certain rules. The first very important rule is that you have to be very open-minded. I know you all are different. You have been using different teaching methods, but for SEL, for this particular model, you all have to follow standard rules, which you have not been following in your classes, which is okay. Okay, you have to be very open-minded. Always remember, there is nothing right and wrong. It is not a technical subject. It is not a language subject. Okay, where we evaluate their answers and then give them the score 1, 2, 3 out of 5 maybe. Here, the students as well as you, because you all are also the students right now of this training, you all have the right to express your opinion, but at the same time, the other person, your peer, your fellow colleague, also has the right to express their opinions. So no judgment. Disagreements can be there, but with due respect, and always come with an open mind where you are able to understand others' perspective, and maybe you're able to know better, because here everybody is at equal level. Don't think that you know more just because you are 55 years old and you're the person who is sitting beside you is 35 years old. No, this is a different concept. Sometimes kids know more than us. They can teach us many lessons when this comes about, these daily life things. So please come with an open mind. Don't judge anybody because of their age or because of their experience or qualification. No, please no. Timeliness, please be sure that you're doing all the activities and everything on time, so that your master trainers don't get frustrated, because that is very important to keep a track on time. And then work together. Please come as groups. Don't judge, please. Again, I'm saying don't judge. Give each other a safe space and secure space where they can speak their heart out without any fear of judgment. Okay, communicate respectfully. Park your questions. Don't disturb master trainers. Okay, please let them, just like your teachers, right? You don't want students to disturb you after every sentence you speak, right? Because that breaks the flow. You know more than me. You are more experienced than me in that way. So please let master trainers complete their statement, and then you pose questions to them. And courage to speak, courage to share. There'll be many moments during the training where you will have to think about your past. We'll have to think about certain experiences in your life. So please have the courage to share those experiences with everyone, because this is how you will learn, by sharing. And then phones on silent, of course. Okay, so these are the things. Now, I think that this activity, all that we share, your fellow master trainers will be able to conduct, because that requires in-person presence. So they will be doing this. So this I have explained. Let me just take 5 more minutes to explain the framework, why we have chosen these components. See, and you will know why we have chosen these components when you go through the course. Okay, so empathy we will know, and your trainers will tell you in detail in the next slides. Empathy is what? Definitely, it's not sympathy. Empathy is very simple terms we all use every day, is to put yourself into others' shoes. Okay, we all know that, but are we actually doing it? Are we actually saying it just for the sake of saying it? Or because putting yourself in other shoes means completely understanding what they are going through, what they are thinking, what they are feeling. right? Why they are speaking when they are speaking. If they are rude, why they are rude. If they are happy, why they are happy. If they're angry, why they're angry. Maybe you had a very bad fight with your kids or partner in the morning, and then you went to your classroom with a very bad mood, angry mood. This can happen to your students also, but we never think like that. You can be angry because something bad happened to you, but what about your students? What if they had some bad experience, some bad fight at home, or maybe something which has hurt them, and they are also coming to the classroom with that hurt, that anger, and they are not able to focus on studies because of that anger. They can be angry, they can be rude, they can be disobedient in the class, and when we see that behavior, we shout. Very rare we try to understand what happened to them. Very rare. We just shout. If they're not paying attention, we shout and ask them to go out of the classroom. This is what we do. Do you really take a minute to ask the student, hey, why are you angry? How are you? Why are you feeling like this? Is everything okay? It will take just 2 minutes rather than scolding them and throwing them out of the classroom. So when we are asking them, we are actually showing empathy. We are actually putting ourselves into their shoes. Okay, so this is nothing but empathy, because here we are feeling, okay, something must have gone wrong, something must have been wrong with him, with her. That is why she is angry. Nobody is angry without any reason. You are also not angry without any reason. If you're continuously angry, that means something very bad is happening or has happened to you, and you're not able to come out of that experience and trauma. So same way, every person, every human being has same emotions, same experiences. It's just that we have to recall, we have to remember that every day, every day practice, so that it becomes our nature, second nature. It becomes our habit to be empathic. So there are two types of empathy, which I think teachers will tell you about. I will not dig deep because it will be a repetition. We should not waste time. Mindfulness, not like mindful, full of things, full of thoughts. No, mindful, you all know. We have so many meditation practices, mindful practices. Just being aware in the moment. A very simple example of this is when you are here sitting in this training, you are here, not only physically, but mentally. You are listening to Richa, what Richa is saying. I am here when I'm doing this training. I'm able to think what I'm going to say next. This is awareness. Being in the moment, being in the present, forgetting what happened in the morning, what happened yesterday, forgetting what is going to happen next day or what is going to happen in the evening. Teachers, mother teachers, what am I going to cook in dinner, right? What am I going to do if I'm not able to submit this project to my principal? All these things, all these thoughts which are continuously there in our mind are actually decreasing our efficiency, because we are not able to be in the moment. We are not able to focus what we are doing. So practice of being in the moment is called mindfulness, and this is something we have to teach first to ourselves and then to our students, because we are also not following. Here we are talking about students, youth, but actually these things, these skills we have, but we are also not practicing. So now we have to practice first, and then we can be, able to transfer that practice to our students. So this is mindfulness. Again, I will not. So this is the second component of our framework, and then compassion. Empathy is okay, right? ठीक है. What happened to you, boy? What happened? Why are you angry? This is empathy, because you want to help, but are you really helping them after this question? So compassion is action. The kindness does not stop only at empathy level. We have to take the next step, which is compassion. So actually doing something, taking some action to help the person who is in pain, who is suffering, that is called compassion. Okay, somebody is hungry, You understand? You ask, oh, are you hungry? That is why you're not able to focus in the class. He said, yes, I'm hungry, sir. But is it over? No. Now, how are you helping that person with hunger so that he can focus or he can do something else? That is compassion. You're able to provide food, or maybe you're able to give him a break so that he can go outside and eat. Something like this. So, little things where you're first listening to their problem and then you're helping them in certain ways. Even if you're not directly helping them, but you're finding out a way to help them. That is compassion. And then self-compassion and compassion towards others, you will understand in detail. And there will be a lot of practices. I know here I'm only speaking, but the training is not like that. Every skill, every part is full of activities where you'll be asked to do something, asked to feel something, asked to share something. So it will be an interesting training all over. Okay. And then finally, critical inquiry. And I will stop with this. Critical inquiry. Empathy is good. Compassion is good. Mindfulness is good. We should be kind. We should be helpful. We all know that. We all know that. We have been taught from our, like from years, by our parents, by our grandparents, by our books, our culture, our everything. But without using your mind, without using your critical thinking, can you really help somebody? First, you will have to check whether that person requires help or not. Maybe in today's time, especially, people are actually posting fake information on social media everywhere. You will be getting many fake videos, messages on WhatsApp. What if you believe everything? Don't use your mind. Don't understand the problem. Don't do your research. Don't dig into the information and able are ready to help. You see, so many these things are happening, camps are happening where people are being fooled, where they're paying money because they are not using critical inquiry. Somebody is asking for your help. I'm standing here. Can you please transfer some money to me? I'm your son's friend or something like that. So problem posing. Do your research. Always be skeptical and always listen or understand your capacity, how much you can help. Okay, you don't have to go into guilt or go into depression just to help others. No, that is otherwise you will need help. This is what I always say. Don't put yourself in a situation where you're helping others and then you need help. That is not logical, practical, and ethical also. So try to understand the broader picture. Try to use your mind, critical thinking, which is there in the mind. We sometimes don't use that because we forget. We just jump onto the conclusions and take the decision. This is something we have to train. We are misunderstand so easily, right? So system thinking, how everything is connected. So this is how you use critical inquiry before empathy, before compassion, before mindfulness. For example, that student where you wanted to help, he was angry, right? What if he is making making an excuse just because he said, oh, because my grandfather died yesterday. Of course, you will not understand. You will not accept it. You will do some research. He missed his class. He missed his examination. You will do everything, right? So these little things applies in our daily life activity also, where we are not jumping onto conclusion, not for bad things and not for good things. Not judge anybody just because they are not able to do something for you. Don't judge. Maybe they're in a difficult situation. So that applies everywhere. Don't spoil your relationship with your friend, with your parents, just because they did 100 things for you but could not do one thing for you. You have to analyze why they were not able to do that one thing. Maybe they are in a difficult situation. Maybe their hands are bound. Maybe they are out of their capacity in many ways, just like us, because we are also human beings. They also have limited capacity for everything. Maybe they are busy with certain other things. So this is how we have used these 4 components, where the critical inquiry component is very important, especially for young people who conclude everything so fast. Teacher is shouting, they are angry. Friend is not coming to meet, they are angry. Parents are not able to give them some money for something, they are angry because they are not using their critical mind, critical thinking. So how we can train them? There are lots of practices which we can demonstrate, which we can do with our students, and then they are able to understand through skits, through presentations, through through some dramas, everything. So these are the 4 components. Okay, And now the course, the first course which we will start with, and then we will do the Youth Vision Peace course. So SEEK course is emotional resilience building. Resilience is, you are sad, okay, but how fast and how easy you come back to your normal state from sadness. That is called resilience. You are angry, which is okay, normal, human being, all human beings get angry. But resilience is how easily and how fast you come back from your anger zone to stable zone, where you're not angry, where you're able to make responsible decisions. And then this course helps in that emotional resilience, and this is hosted on our platform Framer Space. Okay, this is how the course looks like. 3 series. First series, self-cultivation. We have to understand ourselves. We cannot give lecture to others unless we have enough knowledge of the concept. Same, we cannot help others unless we are capable of helping. So let's help self first, and then we will move to others, relating to others, and then finally the systems, the nature, the planet, other beings, living beings. So this is how the course is. I think my part is over with this, and then from here master trainers can start their part. Yes, sir. Is Dr. Anil there, or anybody from CCET?
Okay, madam. Thank you.
Yeah. So okay, I can leave the session.
Yes, madam.
Okay. Okay. So thank you so much, faculty members, and I'm very hopeful that you will be able to learn something which is not new. I know this is not new. I'm also from India, just like you, and we know this is deep seated in our blood, our genes, all these values we are talking about. And there's a lot of literature in Indian knowledge system. So please use that literature when you teach these subjects. There is no restriction. I'm telling you, there is no restriction. We have given you the guidebook of CIT SEEK course. You can use. Can you please mute yourself? Sham Satkar, can you please mute?
No, madam. Sorry,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So please, it's okay. Please mute yourself. I'll just take 2 more minutes. Okay. So please use every resource you can. So for example, I'll give, so our master trainers in Vijayawada, they came up with very beautiful skits, very beautiful skits. And most of them was based on their personal experience in life. And they were literally eye-opening. We all had tears in our eyes. So, use your knowledge, use your experience, use your literature, use your, resources from your own life to explain these concepts. Okay? We are not claiming that we are giving something new to you. You are already full of this information. Just we are taking this opportunity to bring that fire back in all of us, because our own kids, let's forget the students, our own kids, we have our young kids, they are suffering a lot because of these challenges, because of these mental health issues, because everything is so fast and competitive. Let's help them. Okay, let's help them. Just like our kids need help, they need our time, they need this resilience to understand the things with a broader mind. When we try to see our kids in those students, in those young people, I think we'll be able to help them more. So please come with an open mind and do these things in your classrooms. And I'm sure many people who are near to their retirement age, they can actually bring this revolution, because they can dedicate this little time, into bringing this change in people around them. Let's use this time and opportunity. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Hello, madam.
Yes.
Yes, sir, madam. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much for joining. And
Yes,
maybe
sir.
tomorrow, you please guide them how to register in the Framer Space, so
Yeah,
that
sure.
the rest of the 2 days will be online.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, sure, sir.
So they can do from their homes. So they have to go through the subject, the content, and they have to get the certificate.
Right, sir.
So guide them
And
for
also,
the next 2 days.
yeah. Yeah, sir. Sir, I also told them they can, so whatever we have provided to them, if they can translate, they can speak in their own language with their students. There is no barrier of
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Thank you, sir. Okay, sir. Good.
tomorrow also 10 to 11:30 is your session. The rest is
Sure,
master
sir.
plan. Thank you.
Sure, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Bye.
Now I request all the NRC coordinators, please coordinate that. Please see that all the material, whatever we have supplied must be reached out to the participants. And I request all the participants to bring the stress balls. Stress balls are part of this training activity based, and you also can bring the color pencils and also some flags and some stickers also. However, the principals of the respective analysis will supply the printed material to you, the workbook. The rest of the things, whatever the material, the stress balls, pencils, and color pencils, color pens, etc., you have to bring them, right? Thank you very much, all the NRC principals, coordinators, and master trainers. Please see that the 3 days will be very fruitful, and the rest of the 2 days will be online. You can do from your homes. So this is actually a plan. This idea is given by our honorable commissioner, sir, to benefit you for the considering as a short-term course under CS, right? And you will also get the certificate through Primer Space, that is online certificate directly from UNESCO. And however, for the 5 days, we will commission and the director MJP will give you a certificate. Thank you. Thank you all. So after tea break, you can continue the session. Thank you.